Okay, guys, let's get into it. So, if you're all here, you're all here for the content that sounds like me session, and some of you are probably heard, oh, well, we have Azza here from Dubai. Hey, Azza. Okay, some of you are probably okay. We have Oluwayomi from Nigeria. Anointing. Nice to meet you, Anointing. That's such a good one. Okay, we have Simone also from Dubai, of course. All of us are in Dubai. Sorry. Cousin from Dubai. Nice to meet you, cousin. Okay. So we are here for this content that sounds like me workshop. And because of the way I like to do my things, I'm more of a building type of person more than just explaining or just telling you or then telling you to go and do it afterwards. So this session is going to be very hands-on. We'll be building together. We'll be creating the content that actually sounds like you AI, building AI that can create content that sounds like you on this call together. Although we might not have the opportunity to do everything that I have in mind, but we'll be doing just enough that every other thing works. So let me do a quick welcome. Hi, my name is Ibukun, if you don't know, because you already know though. But like if you don't know, my name is Ibukun, and this is content that sounds like you. I am the founder of Tidora Consulting, and I'm also a brand strategist with over 10 years experience in the industry, which actually really means that I know when I say I'm a brand strategist, a lot of people don't understand. But what that means is that I help people explain what they do in a way that makes sense to people paying for it. That's what it is. That's what it means. It's not there's no drama about it. Just helping you explain what you do in a way that makes sense to every other person. I've been working across different industry, different brand across Africa, the UK, the US, and now the UAE. And recently I've been doing a lot of deep dive into AI and what that means. And okay, sorry, can you see me? I think my camera is off, which is great. Oh, yeah, great. So, and the entire idea of this session is to be able to create an AI that can create content that sounds like you, or build an AI that can create content that sounds like you. And this is the promise I'm going to make to you right now. In the next 1 hour, if you stay with me, you're going to be able to build the first version of your own AI. A version that has your own AI system, your own voice system, not theory. Actually have it. You actually have a system that you can use to create content that sounds like you before we end. If you have any question while we are at it, please just drop it in the comment section. I'll get to it while I'm moving forward. I'll try to do it in between so we don't have to wait till the end. And if you have any question at the end of the session, I'm still going to take the time to actually walk you guys through it. Great. So before anything else, I want you guys to think about this. I used to write content, or I used to make AI write content for me in the way that I think is right. Because the minute I see AI use like my industry lingo, most of us do, right? When you see AI, when you ask AI to do something for you and uses your industry lingo, in your mind, it is doing it right. It's like, oh, he's already using the lingos in the industry. He gets it right. But those are one of the things that makes it generic. Those are one of the things that makes your voice like every other person in the room. It doesn't make your voice distinct just because you are using the industry lingo. You are not using it the way you would say it, or the way you typically say things when you meet people, or when you're trying to type yourself, or when you're trying to write yourself. Remember those days when we didn't have AI? Some of us cannot even remember again. But if you can remember, those days we used to write for ourselves. We didn't have the extra support of AI. And then most of us had a distinct voice, or some of us did. You also have a distinct voice. Sometimes it might just show in your writing. You might not know how it applies, but everybody has a distinct voice. Now let's get into the session. I think I introduced myself already. So let's look at the first thing first. You can see my screen, right? Please. So look at these two things in front of you. Both of them were written with AI, and one of them sounds like anybody, the other sounds like a person. And this is how I used to write about myself before too. I remember when I asked AI to say something about me, it would say, look at the first one, which says, I help business owner create clear content that connects with their audience. It sounds like something that anybody can write. It sounds like, oh, you understand what they need. But can anybody tie it back to you? Not really. But if you look at the second one, which is how I introduce myself now. And I think I like it more because it sounds more like me. It sounds like it is something I would say. And the only reason why I was able to come up with this is because he understands my voice system. The next one says, I help you explain what you do in a way that actually makes sense to the people paying for it. And that is what I do in a short word. So in the chat button, could you please drop what does AI keep getting wrong about your content? Just drop whatever it is that you think AI is getting wrong about your content. Drop it in the chat button. I would love to hear more. I would love to see that. Let me give you like 1 minute. Okay. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? I'm hearing some she's okay, yeah. You can hear me. Great. Please drop it in the chat. He doesn't know who you are, just what I do. Great. Even when he knows what you do, it can make you look like the same other people in your industry that does the same thing that you do, which is weird. But it's a combination of understanding who you are and understanding what you do that gives you a better system to work with. That gives you a better system to work with, and that gives it a better way for it to understand what you do. Okay. Okay, no, we don't have anyone yet. But like this is what it is when you think about when you're thinking about AI. You have to be very intentional, or else you will sound like every other person. And that is why when you open LinkedIn these days, everybody sound the same. It's such a sad one. LinkedIn used to be somewhere you go to actually feel like you're a smart person. Like when you read things on LinkedIn, it makes you feel like a smart person. These days, everybody sounds the same. It's such a sad one, but everybody sounds the same. And it's because everybody's using AI. And that's not even the issue. I'm okay with you using AI. I want you to use AI. I use AI, but let's use AI the proper way. It can't just be garbage in, garbage out. We cannot all sound the same. The only difference is your picture that is there. Every other thing is just the same. Even the way the people tell stories these days is almost the same. Now let's go to the next slide so that we can start building. So here's what we are doing today. In the next 1 hour, you'll be the first version of your AI system. The first thing we will record, the second thing we would analyze, the third thing we would build, and the fourth thing is we would test. We are not here to admire the theory of how to do this thing. We are here to build it. And typically, this is what my system looks like. The first thing is voice recording. And from voice recording, we move to voice reference. From voice reference, we move to guide rail. From guide rail, we then build the AI project. So we need to put some things together first before we can get to content that sounds like you, before you can build content that sounds like you. All those things that you take your time to put together are the things that will help AI understand you. Are the things that will help AI create content that actually sounds like you. You don't have to worry. It's like typing in an email these days. These days, when I use my email, when I tell AI to write an email for me, it sounds like me. It sounds like what I would write, which wasn't the case before. Before you just default to the generic. You don't want it to default to the generic with you too. Now, so if you have any question, like I said, please drop it in the comment section. Looking forward to it. Now let's look at why AI keeps getting it wrong, right? AI can't sound like you if you've never shown it how to sound. Because the truth is AI predicts pattern. It doesn't know you. It just predicts what it thinks you know. Because if you think about it, AI was taught with billions and billions of books and data. And billions of data is not one person's data, it's everybody's data. So you don't expect AI to know you when it has been trained with everybody's data. It becomes generic. And the second thing is it gives you nothing, or it gives you average. That's literally what it gives you. And then the third thing is it gives you patterns. The output starts shifting towards you when you have better systems in place. And the truth is, better prompting will not fix this, because I've gone that way. Having a better prompt will not fix that issue. Now, this is where we start building, right? So we need to get your set up, and you build along. Two things right now, and we know you're ready. You're either using ChatGPT voice mode, ChatGPT voice mode, or you are using your voice recorder. So if you all open, you can use your phone recorder, the one that you typically use when you're trying to record something. Any type of recorder does it. It doesn't matter what type of recorder you're using. Just record it, but ensure that it's a recorder that you can get the transcript of what you recorded. That's why I would prefer you use ChatGPT voice mode. That way, when you record it, it gives you the actual transcript without any fluff. So after recording, after recording, you tell it not to summarize what you've recorded. You tell it not to rewrite it. You tell it not to add anything. just turn in exactly what you've said into a document. You just need to turn exactly what you've told it to do into a document, word for word. Are you all with me? Please thumbs up if you can, if you are with me. If you can hear me, please thumbs up. That way I can know. Yes, great guys. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. We are going to the first thing we are doing, like I said, we are recording. ChatGPT voice mode is what we are using. Just pick out your phone and record. And if you join this call from your phone, you can record on your laptop or your iPad or any of your devices. Just record. And if not, you'll not be able to actually build your system. So if you want to do it in real time, you need to record. Okay, so also one thing you should note before you decide to record, don't try to script what you are trying to record. Don't try to clean it up. I like to say that the messier it is, the better. Because we as humans are messy. We say things the way we can sound very unpolished. You can sound very not put together. It's better for you to sound that way in your recording. It doesn't matter. Just ensure that just you are talking like you're talking to your friend, or you're talking to someone you know, or you're talking to a client, but just be as clean as possible. Don't try to script yourself. Don't try to be rigid about it. Because don't forget, if you are rigid about it, AI will become rigid, and you don't want it to be rigid. You want it to be your voice. You want it to be you. Now let's record. So this is what we are recording. This is the only one we are recording for today, and then we are going to move to the next one later. This is called the explainer, and we are recording for 90 seconds. I'm going to time it. So the idea of this is, imagine bring out your phone and record. Imagine somebody tell you that someone you really respect came to you and you would love to work with the person, and the person just sat down beside you and was like, oh, I've been hearing your name everywhere. What exactly do you do, and why should I care? Don't try to pitch the person. Don't try to sell them. Just explain. Okay. Sorry.
So I don't next to you and said, I'm clean. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Any question you have, please just repeat in the post. You are omitted. I need to meet everybody. Sorry. Okay, so don't pitch them. Don't try to sell to them. Just explain it in the way that you actually want them to get it. If you want to explain what you do to someone and you want them to get it, just explain it and be free about it. Don't forget, this person is someone that you respect. Just explain to them what you do and why it matters, why they should care. And we have 90 seconds to do that. So if you are building it, please thumbs up. Show me that you are also recording. Let's see how that is going for everyone. Great. Great. Let's record, guys. It's important. Try your best. This is how you're going to build the AI that actually understands you. The timer starts now. Oh, I thought I was 90 minutes. I need to stop
Sorry,
it.
sorry, Cole. I think you have to stay muted so that we're able to make the record. So it's
No
interfering.
problem. I'm hoping everyone has been able to record their own. That's the first one that you're recording. You also have to record this next two, but we are not doing that actively on this call right now. I would share this later with everybody in their email so you can use this to record it later on. But if you've been able to record your own, please comment record or something in the comment section and thumbs up. Let's see if you've been able to do, if you've been able to record the first version. Great. Natisha, Rachel. Okay. Rachel has been able to record. Who else? Have you been able to record your own? Simone has recorded. Great, guys. Good job. Sonia has recorded. Great. Charisma has recorded. Great, great. So that's the first step. Also, one thing you should notice that the more recording you do, the better it gets. So it's, and also it's not a one day thing. You keep working towards making it better. But understand that the more recording, the more on refined recording you give it, the better it gets. Because when you do on when we are unrefined, or when we create something that is unrefined, it is us in that moment. That is who we are. That's like it's in our voice. You're not trying to do too much. We're not trying to be too much. Okay, sorry, I think I have a question. Please, are we to record on this call? No, please record on your phone, on your devices. Just you can mute yourself and record. But like that was the first one. So after recording, because we don't want to take too much time, this thing takes a while. You don't, yeah, another device. You can record on another device. Yes, yes. So the next thing you need to do after that recording is to ensure that whatever recorder you use, ensure that you transcribe it and tell it to turn into a document. If you use your phone recorder, transcribe it, copy it, and put it on a Google Doc, and maybe name it the explainer. Do you understand? Transcribe it somewhere, put it on the Google Doc, and name it something, and then download it. Just download it on your laptop or your file or your phone, wherever it is that you want to download it. Keep it somewhere. That's not the first recording that you have. Like I said, to make it get better, you need to record more. Like this, the opinionated one or the real one. But we can't record that now because we don't have enough time. If we decide to record all the things that we need to record, it's a lot. Guys, so let's get into the next one. So like I said, when you are downloading your recording, please ensure that you're not trying to summarize it or rewrite it or fix your grammar. Like turn exactly what you record into a written document, word for word. Don't try to make it better. Don't forget, we are not trying to perform here. We are trying to collect evidence of our actual voice. So don't forget, do exactly that. Okay. Now let's go to the next one. So this is typically what we do when we understand, when we've been able to record enough. So I have a voice kit that gives you like over 20 prompts on different things to record. And when you have those different things to record, you can then ask AI to turn that voice, that recording or the transcript into a voice guide that understands the things that you repeat. Because when you think about it, there are words that you repeat. Those words are part of the things that makes up your voice. There's a way you explain things. There's a way I explain things. There's a way another person explains things. If you think about those things, those are the things that makes your voice distinct. Those are the things that makes your voice different. There's a way you make your points when you're trying to start a conversation. I most of the time make my points afterward, not in the beginning. So that's the way, like you don't notice those things on a day-to-day. But when you're creating this AI system, one of those things you learn is that you notice it while you're creating it. There's a way you disagree. There are things that you would never do. There are things that you never say. You probably wouldn't notice them. But when you are creating this system, one of the things that it helps you do is it helps you understand these things. So one of the things you will do later on, but not on this call, like I said, is create a voice guide. The voice guide is not important or is not compulsory, but I would advise it because it gives you more opportunity to be clear on the things that matters to you. So like the way we have a verbal guide, does anyone knows what a verbal guide is here? So it's like a verbal guide is what a company has to guide what their messaging is, what their positioning is, verbal wise, messaging wise. So it's like what their voice is, what their tone is, all those things. That's what a verbal guide is.
Yeah.
It's the same. You need to have the same. Sorry, please. Can you just type, please? Okay, so a voice guide does all that, helps you understand what not to repeat or what you typically repeat. And sometimes what you repeat are things that makes up, you might not like them, but those are some of the things that that makes up your voice. that makes you sound distinct, that makes other people know that, oh, that's the person talking. They don't think about it, they don't actively think about it, but they can tell when they've heard you talk enough time, or when they've heard your recording enough time, or when they've seen your videos enough time. Great. So let's move to the next thing, which is the guide rails. This is the part that I think is one of the most important. This is the part you all need to pay attention to. So your guide rails are as important as your voice, like I said earlier. So when you think about what are the words that you will never use, I am not someone that uses a lot of big words because they don't. One of my goal is to make things easy for people to understand. And if you're trying to make things for people to understand, you can't be using grammars, like big grammars that people don't use in their day-to-day words. You might not be like that. You might like big words. So it's very good to be very clear on some of these things. They are the filter that help you catch everything that AI would typically do or typically get wrong about you. Simone, like you mentioned previously, say he doesn't know. You mentioned AI not knowing you, right? AI not understanding, or like he understands. He doesn't know who you are, but he just understands what you do. One of the ways to help AI understand who you are is giving it guide rails. What are the words that you will never use as a person? You probably don't think about them often, but you need to write them down. What word would you never use? What opener would you never say? Maybe you're not somebody that will say hola, or maybe you're not somebody that will say, oh, let's dive into this conversation. Maybe you're not that type of person. Maybe you're someone that will come in a subtle version. You have to state those things that you don't want. It's not things that you want alone that you state. You need to state those things that you don't want. Maybe you are not somebody that has a tone that sounds false. It's like trying to sound like a motivational speaker. When you know you are not that type of person, you don't sound that way. You don't even give up that vibe at any point in time. You have to be very clear on what your guide rails are. And then when it comes to, especially because this is creating content, and most of us are going to be creating this content for our industry, for our professional, say for your LinkedIn page, right? So it's very important to understand the cliches from your industry. And those cliches, which of them do you align with, which of them don't you align with? You need to be able to write those things down. Maybe things that sounds like it sounds too salesy. Maybe that's not something that you would ever really do. It's not something that it's not a voice that aligns with your values or with you as a person. You have to be able to state those guide rails. Everything matters. And then there is formatting. Formatting that is not you. There's a format that is trending on LinkedIn these days. Have you guys seen this? Please raise up your hand if you've seen it. Where you see people write one line of text, they drop, there's a space in between, another line of text, there's a space in between, and then like each line has a space in between. It's very like, has anyone here noticed it? Please raise up your hand if you've seen it. If you've seen it, raise up your hand. It's so, like, every time I see this, it's hard for someone to tell me that the content was not written with AI, even if it wasn't written with AI, because every time that's what I see. It's so rampant. It's like, isn't there a better way of creating a test format? Like, can't you change the way you write your test? But most of these people don't pay attention to that. They only pay attention to, oh, they copy and they paste the same thing. And then you scroll to your LinkedIn or even Substack, which is weird because how do you go on Substack and just put AI content on Substack? It's anyway, that's not why we're here. So you have to set your guide rails. It is very important. And how do you set your guide rails? What you need to do is you can open your Google Doc right now or your WhatsApp phone and type the things that you can think about at this point in time. Maybe some of the things I've mentioned, and then add more things to them. Like I said, this thing is not a one night thing. It's not a one night thing. It's things that you keep doing and keep doing and keep doing till you get it better. Like there are some things that you probably won't notice. I built my own AI voice. It's called IBK voice, by the way. I built my own IBK voice like 2 months ago, and I have edited it like maybe 6 times after that because I keep noticing some guide rails that I know that I would never do, and I keep going back to the AI to, oh, add this. Like I would update the document and then update it back into my project, which I'll show you how to do in a few minutes. Great. So if you are with me, please raise up your hand. Let's know that you're still with me. Sorry, I feel like I'm saying a lot. Before we get to the next stage, can you hear me? Are you here? Great, guys. Thank you. Okay, now this is the fun part. This is the part where I really enjoy, right? Uh this is the part that I enjoy because it shows some You show some personality. So one of the things you need to understand is that no matter what you do, the chances of you being able to give AI enough reference is not high, especially starting out. And the reason for that is that you don't have enough information online for AI to capture. You don't have enough information to give AI for AI to use as a reference, which is okay. But AI already has a lot of reference that you can learn from, that it can learn from, that you probably want to be like. Think of this as aspiring voice to be, right? So who are the people that you would like to sound like? Who is there, who is already big that has a voice? It can be a TV character, right? It can be a celebrity, it can be Michelle Obama, it can be Oprah, it can be Rihanna. Who is someone that you would like to sound like? So it's in two ways. You can have a primary person and a secondary person. The primary person will be the 70%, the secondary person will be the 30%, maybe the filler person, right? For some people, it's say like a someone recently told me they would like to sound like Olivia Pope from Scandal, and with a touch of Chimamanda. Another person said they want to sound like Obama and Cardi B. So like we have different ways of this thing. So you have to think about who would you like to sound like? What is their voice like? And this would help you give you more context into how to approach it. So think of this as voice and tone and personal reference, right? Who would you like to pick here? Who is your top person? Who, like, you've heard them, you've heard so many things from them. You've seen them, you've seen their tone, you've seen their voice, you've seen the way they talk, the way they explain things. AI has the reference about them. AI understands them already. You're just trying to pick them as your reference. So who would you pick here? Who will be your top person? In my voice kit, I have over 50 people in my voice kits that you can look out for. So for Oprah Winfrey, her voice is like warm authority. She makes complex things feel very personal. And if you look at her, if you watch her book club content on YouTube, you would understand what I'm saying. She literally makes things that feel like they are very complex. She made them sound very personal, at the same time a little simple, but not so simple. And like if you think about someone like Olivia Pope, who is like sounds like very commanding, very sharp, very she speaks in certainty. There's no halfway when it comes to Olivia Pope. So guys, if you have anybody in mind that is on this list, please type it in the comment section. Who would you like to sound like? Think of it as your primary reference. Who would your voice, who is the person that you would like to sound like? Let's do that. Who is one person you would like to sound like? But can you guys hear me? Okay, Isare. Oh, okay, yeah. Actually, during my session with the women who thrive, one of the women there also picked Isare. Definitely, I understand that. I would definitely agree. As the primary audience, Isare, okay, Isare is very like she has like a self-depreciating thing going on, but very observational and very and naturally funny. Yeah, naturally funny. She doesn't. It doesn't feel like she's acting. It's just. It doesn't feel like she's even trying to be funny. She's just naturally funny, which is her own voice and her tone. Who else? Who else has someone here that they would like to sound like? Yes, I totally agree too. Who wants to sound like Chimamanda? Yes. You know that a lot of I feel like this Viola Davis, a lot of people want to sound like her. I don't get. Oh, Naval. Yes. I think Dan Kotu is someone that I referenced him a little in some of my voice guide because I feel like the way they sound is just I think it's so soothing and it's like they make you feel like you can learn fast. So definitely Naval. Okay, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else is speaking? Someone? Who do you think? I mean, we have a lot of people actually. I should share that, right? We have a lot of people that you can pick from. It doesn't have to be on this. It can be a character. It can be Mufasa, right? It can be anyone. You just need to ensure that the person you are picking is someone that AI has enough reference on because they're supposed to be your reference point. So you want to ensure that that person, especially your primary audience, like your primary reference, your secondary reference can be maybe not so big, but your primary reference is something. You might want to sound like Trump too. That's also something. So any other person who doesn't why is no one picking Steve Jobs, bro? I mean, Steve is amazing, I think. Ava. Oh, Eva, definitely. I'm Oprah. A bit of both, yes. So maybe 70% of Eva and 30% of Oprah, or maybe the other way. But ensure that you are very clear when you're giving it to AI, that your reference is like 70% of this person and 30% of this person. It's very important to do that. Right? Okay. Which was okay. I think let's move to the next thing because I would like to move to questions soon. So we don't take too much time. So now this is what we are doing. The voice recording that we have, the voice reference, the guide rails equals our AI project. This is how we are building it. And the reason why I'm trying to push us towards this is that most of these other things you can do yourself, but building it might be a little tricky. So let's do that. I think I can show it on my screen here. I didn't plan on doing that, but that might be something we can do. Let's build it. Sorry. Okay. ChatGPT. So if you have ChatGPT or Claude, so I have built my AI version on both of them. And sometimes, depending on what type of content I'm trying to create, I use ChatGPT. Sometimes I use Claude, depending on what I'm trying to create at that point in time. So if you can see my screen, please confirm. Right? Okay, great. As you can see, there's IBK voice here. Yes. So this is what we are doing today. We are going to the first thing you are doing is creating a project. So if you don't know how to create a project, if you come to your ChatGPT on the left, sorry, if you can, yeah, if you can see, what's it called? If you understand what I'm saying, or if you have any question, this is the time where you have to ask. If you have any question, please ask. So if you come to the left side, you see project and you see the plus sign in front of the project. Please click on it. This is where you are creating your project. So click on it and then just name it whatever you want to name it. So I'll just name it test voice for this case because, so this is test voice, and then create the project. Now that you've created the project, it should be like this. This is what you should be saying. If you're following me and doing the exact same thing, please thumbs up. Let me see. Just show me if you've created a project. Let's see. Simone has created, great. Sonia has created, great. Sorry, I can't see your screen. Please, can every other person see my screen? If you can't see my screen, maybe you should reload and join again. Maybe that's why. But can you all see my screen? Please confirm if you can see my screen, please. That way it's easier. Okay, yeah, great. So you've all created projects. That's good. Now, you need to come to this place. See this project setting. I clicked on this three dots. Project setting. Click on project setting. Like I said, it's important for us to get this part very clear. Very important. So there's an instruction you need to put here. And then after we put the instruction there, we then go to the source. But let's first go to the source first. So this is the source. If you like, I just went from chat to sources. Any question, please let me know. Sources. And if you look at this, it says give ChatGPT more context. This is where all those things that I said we need to create comes into play. Say you've created your voice guide, or your guide reel, your transcripts, all those transcripts that you created. What we need to do is upload it on that part. Hold on. I need to pick mine so that we can do it together. So if you have any right now, guys, I'm here. Let me know. Do you have any question? Are you looking at it? Is there anything that you need that you are looking at? Okay. Okay. So here's what mine looks like right now. So I have transcripts for different things, and I'm just going to upload it here. You just need to add it. You can see. So these are transcripts, by the way, of different things that I have written. Done. So there's the voice guide, there's personal introduction, like these are different things. But for you, it's going to be the transcript that we created earlier. Don't forget the voice, the first thing we created when we started, when you were recording, what you recorded, when I said you should turn it into a document, that's what you're uploading. Okay, see, I'm using my phone, but I can't see the three dots. Okay, sorry, let me open my phone and see where the three dots is so that you can. Hold on. Any other person? Sorry, just give me a thumbs up if you can. If you're finding it easy, if you don't have any issue, you are right where I'm at right now. If you are there, great. Oluwayomi, you are there. No, yeah. Any other person? Great, guys. Simone, you are there. Great. Great, guys. Great. Okay. So for the person asking that you didn't see the button, hold on, I'm trying to find my project from my phone. I have so many things opened. Okay. So there is I think there is, hold on. It's not loading now. And I don't want to create another one. That's great. Have you been able to see this? Have you seen this marvelous? Okay. There's a TV button on top. Under the TV button, you see edit project or mobile. Yes. Great, guys. So now that we have this, so what you are, like I said, what you are putting in this source is your guide rails. Let me come back to this document so that you can understand what I'm asking for. Your guide rails, your voice recording, your voice reference, your guide rails, your AI project. Don't forget the recording that you did now. This is the one that you did. The other ones that you're going to do, you will have them separately as documents and you will still be putting them there. And one of the things I mentioned is that you keep doing these things. So you, as soon as you update things, you can delete things, remove them, and add another thing again, or just update the one that you currently have, or add more things. Typically, if I look at my own voice guide, pretty sure I have a lot of things under it. Hold on. Project setting, yeah. So I have a lot of things on. No, I need to copy this too so I can give you guys. I have a lot of things under mine. So see, these are my sources for mine, and they are editable. I have the voice guide, I have my summary and style, I have my boundaries and transcripts. All those things are very important to me. I have guide rail system in different formats. So what you need to do is you need to be on the same stage. Oh my God, what is this thing I just created? Okay. Now, the next thing we are doing is I'm going to paste something in the chat now. We already uploaded our sources, right? Confirm that you've uploaded your source, guys. You've uploaded your sources. Please, thumbs up if you've uploaded your sources. Great. Great, guys. Okay, now the next thing we are doing is I'm pasting something in the transcript and what's it called? In the chat. That is what we are going to put our project on, right? I need to edit it so that it changes a couple of things. Okay. So copy this entire thing I just pasted in the chat, this master instruction. You are copying it. I just pasted it in the chat. Say you copy it, right? And then you come to your project source and click on this TV button again and come to project setting. Are you with me? Then come to this instruction and paste it. Just Control V, paste it. Just copy it and paste it. What you are then doing is editing some of these things. You need to go back and read it later on. But for now, just come here and edit it. You are editing it. For some of the things here, it might not align with you. It might not be your own thing. So you need to remove some things that doesn't align with you and put the things that aligns with you. Okay? If you are with me, please thumbs up, please. I need to confirm that everybody's with me. Okay, great. Great, Sonia. So another thing I need you to do is you keep come up, just come up a little, keep coming up. You can see the way I'm coming up on the test, and then you need to change this part. This part of my communication energy is closest to Prami, about 80%. This one says Oliver Pope, commanding, sharp, speaking certainties. All this thing here, you need to copy it, remove it, and paste your own person there. So who your reference is, who are you using? Do you get? Who is your primary reference? You paste it. Imagine you remove this one now, and then you paste your own person. Sorry. You paste your own, whoever is it that you want to put, you put them there. You can see the line, you put them there, and then you come to the second one, 20% of its array. You come there and put it there. You remove the person that is there and put it there. If it's not 30% for you, if it's what's it called? If it's not 20% for you, if it's 50-50, but preferably you should make it 70-30 or 80-20. The primary is the main person and the secondary is the app person. Do you guys understand? Please confirm if you understand. If you have any question, please. Okay. Are we having any issue? Are we all on it? Okay. So thumbs up if you've been able to do this, if you are on it right now. If you want to copy something, if you are looking for reference in terms of what's it called? In terms of who your reference is, or who the person you are trying to channel is. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can make this easier for everybody. Give you more things to work with. So it's rolling, so I can give you more things. Okay. Do we all have any question? Are we good? Oh, it's not loading, sorry. Okay, guys, are we done with that part of things? If you are done, please thumbs up again. That seems to do it these days. But if you still have questions in terms of who your reference is, or what it can look like, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys something now. At the window. Can you see my screen? So I have a voice kit that has over 50 people that you can pick from. So think if you're somebody that communicates like warm or grounded, who communicates with like clarity, no fluff, no performance, you can come here and pick the person that's closest to you or that you feel like aligns more to you. If you're somebody that is bold and unapologetic, there's someone here for you. If you are play or witful. So what you just need to do is copy the exact thing here and paste it over there. So just paste it in front of the secondary or the primary. Okay, great. Okay, now we are all done with that part of things, right? Please confirm how many people is done. I want to ensure that we have enough people before I go to the next thing. If you are done, please thumbs up. Just show that you are done with this part of things. You've added your guide views. You've added all your information. Okay, we have Rachel. Rachel is done. Who else is done? I know I'm going fast, but I was hoping that we finish this in 1 hour. Yes, 1 hour, few minutes. Okay, great. We are already done. So after you put that in, you save it. Great. And then you come to the chat and type something there. Just type anything and see what happens. Can you test it out, please? And let me hear your thoughts. Rachel, you said you've done it. So I know that you haven't added enough sauce yet. You couldn't have been able to add more than enough sauce. You just have small sauce, but that should be enough to change some things. So maybe ask it, who am I? Or ask it something. Do you get? Just ask it something and see the difference. But this is the entire idea of this system. you need to keep building on it. You need more prompts, more things to actually make it better, but not prompting the AI, but just prompts that would help you create a better system that AI can fall back to, so that it creates things exactly the way you would create it, instead of just creating things and just referring back to the generic. I have a clarity quest. Oh, so Marvelous, you said you are. Oh, Simone, thank you. Marvelous, you said you are lost. Please, can you type what exactly you think the problem is? I'm supposed to actually open questions now. So if you have any question, please just type it. Or yes, please type it. Any question, anything you'd like to ask, please type it. I would be happy to share and hear from you and see how we can fix your issue, whatever it is. Any issue you think you are having, there's something that you're noticing that you don't see. Also, Simone, are you done? Have you been able to, have you tested it? Is it, what has it done? And I think this is one of the most important things. Again, you need to understand that this part is nice, but the way the adverse comes into place is where you have to keep going back and fixing some things. When it gets it right, you need to tell it what it got right in the chat. Tell it, oh, you got this right, and save it as a reference, and then go back. That way it keeps getting better. It keeps sounding like you every day. Think of it as the way you evolve as a person. When you read a new book, or when you learn something new, or when you watch something new, you want it to evolve too with you. But the only way for you to evolve is for you to give it those information to build more things with. Okay, so another thing here is, so typically what you need to do is just create the project, upload your documents, and test it. That's all you need to do. Now, any question, what's it called? Yeah, I think, yeah. Any question? It's supposed to be. If you have any question, please, I would love to hear it, or anything that you'd like to share. Okay.
Can we unmute our mic now?
Sure, if you have a question, but please just
Okay.
raise up your hand first so that we don't talk on each other. But you can go first.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time so far, and I believe that we learned something. I think when it comes to like training the AI, the ChatGPT,
Yeah.
like to sound like us, I think like for example, from the prompt that you gave us here, that you need to tell it that you should, like okay, if you make use of it in that manner, like hope there won't be any AI detection, or there will still be a AI detection.
That's the best part. You can, if you give it enough reference, you don't have to worry about AI detection. And this is how I know this. And you can see that I'm smiling. How I know this is that I had just especially a friend of mine with this to build that voice guide, and she was using it for her CV because
Okay.
she was having issues with, the way they have like apps these days that, like, I having this thing app these days where they use it to test the CV to see if it was situated with AI.
Yeah, I
So
know.
she had used it to test it, and it was literally no AI. I was saying no AI because it sounded so like, like you, if you
So
give it a
like,
not reference, it
mm,
it changes the entire ball game. So it's not you, it's not even about you learning to prompts, like writing prompts. Writing prompts is nice, but
okay.
it will still default back to generic if it doesn't know if it doesn't have reference, if it doesn't have a system to work with, if it doesn't know what not to do, what to do, who to reference, who not to reference. Do you understand?
Yeah, yeah.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, what we are doing is part of the annotation. I appreciate that.
No problem. Thank you. Please, if any other person has a question. Okay, yeah. Simone, you said I tested it with who am I question with just the first voice file. And yes, there's already a big business. Of course, there's going to be a big difference. It's now he knows what he's looking for. And one of the reasons why you are creating a project for it is that it's not defaulting to all your general tasks, it's defaulting to the source of the project. So the more reference you give it, the better it gets. So any other question, guys? Also, if you want to go deeper into this, what you build today is a starter kit. My voice kit, as I created a full AI voice kit because of this. Because it's been a lot trying to make it better, trying to do more things around it. And I created the voice kit around it where it helps AI becomes better, but how it helps AI becomes better is by giving you the right things to say, the right things, the right prompts that would help you create the right system. So you already know the system to create now. Imagine you having the right prompt on what to say and how to say things. Like, oh, these are the list of guide rails. You just need to edit that guide rail to fit your own. These are the list of. So I have one of the things that is in the voice kits that I've created is a industry lingo. So list of industry lingos that you would like to say. One of the things I noticed recently for myself was that I'm in an industry where the marketing industry is very, like, everybody almost uses the same word, right? And there are some words that they are nice, but I would never use them. So I have to be clear on what I wouldn't use. So I tell AI, I put it, there's a part of my sort. I have a list of words that I will never use. And I also have a list of words that I will tell it to default back to, because those are words that I typically default back to when I'm talking about something around that industry. So that's also something. There's also content templates, also correction prompts to like test and test and test and see what is working. Also, there's the project setup instruction that is more robust, that gives you more information in terms of, say, what you should say when you are doing an Instagram post, or what you should say when you are doing a LinkedIn post, or what you should say when you are doing a TikTok post, or like when you want a TikTok script. It's just different. Another thing is the complete guide rail system, how to build it, what to look out for, what not to do, what to do. Also, what he also does is the voice guide. Like I said before, a voice guide is like the verbal guide, but it guides your tone, it guides all those things. And I'm launching it in July 20, which is one of the things I was saying. Yeah. So also we have the voice prompt in it. So if you have any question, I think I've taken enough time. This is supposed to be a 1 hour session.
Yeah,
So
I do think.
any question? Yeah. Sorry?
Congratulations on that. What I noticed is like when many of us have been like we have been using AI. Although some of us
Yes.
we have been using it correctly, and why some of us like maybe some they lack the prompting manner. And for instance, ChatGPT has got to know many
Yes.
of us like of due to the past history, due to the past
Mm-hmm.
command. So I would advise like in this kind of aspect, it's like starting new or starting new beginning. It is encouraged for a user to open another ChatGPT or any AI tools, like then to develop it so that there won't be any past histories because there's no
No.
how. According to what the new project we started now, like the new project you instructed us to do, the AI still sound like the way, like the my initiative, the way I write, it still sounds like that. I
So
think.
the reason why it's still like that is you haven't given it enough reference. If you build a project, that's why you're not doing it in the general chat. If you build a project, and if default, one of the things in the final project instruction is that you should not default to your general chart. You should default to the project and the references and the sources in the project. If you do that, it makes things easier for you. So you don't have to delete your ChatGPT. And also, I think I forgot to mention this. You can also use Claude or any other AI tool that you are more comfortable with. It doesn't have to be ChatGPT. You can use any other AI tool. You just need to follow the system, give it enough source, and ensure that you are building a project. Almost all the AI tool available now, not just sorry, not AI tool. Almost all the large language model that what we are using in these days have a project that you can have the project feature that you can build. So ensure that you are building a project and just putting the sources in. Okay, I think that is all for now.